Hey Facebook, happy Monday. I'm just going to wait for some of you guys to hop on as usual because I don't like sitting here talking to nobody. That's a little bit useless. Hey Lorelei, how you going? If you guys are here, let me know that you're here. Say hi. I know that this is a pretty common, popular, whatever you want to call it, topic that just, it comes up at least once with my clients throughout their journey with me, either whilst they're working with me or before or after. I'm good, thanks, hon. Hey Curtis, how you going? All right, so this is what I want to talk about, right? Hey Rosh. All right, if I just keep saying hi, as usual, I'm just going to get distracted. This is what I want to talk about. I get so many people that I mentor, just in conversation that I talk to, say to me, you know, I'm growing, I'm showing up, I'm doing what I need to do, I'm being positive, I'm, you know, believing in myself more, I'm taking more action, or I'm busting through my fear and I'm taking action on my business or on my health or in my finances or just in my life. And there's people around me that are just continuously knocking me down, like they're just, you know, negative Nancy's, constantly doubting me, constantly telling me that I need to dream bigger, that I'm dreaming too big, constantly telling me that, you know, I'm this or I'm that, or I need to just, you know, live the normal life, or I need to just go back to what I was doing. And it's really disheartening for them, right? And I get it. I understand it. But I want to shed some light and some truth on this topic for you, because send me some love or leave me a comment if this has been you at some stage in your life, right? You've wanted to grow, you've wanted to do something, achieve something, you've been so pumped about it, and you're actually showing up like you're being a good student, you're disciplined, you're doing all the right things, and people around you are just like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you know, and it's like all of a sudden, it's like a knife to the heart, right? You just, all of a sudden you lose all this faith in yourself, you lose belief in yourself, you lose confidence, like, well, what am I doing? I don't think I can do this. I want to shed some light on this, all right? Because I get it. I totally understand that it can be disheartening. But here's the truth, right? And I want to let you know why it's disheartening for you and why it's actually getting to you and what it's going to take for you to stop allow it affecting you, right? Now, first of all, there's a couple of steps. You've got to understand that no one can make you feel anything without your permission, right? No one can make you feel anything without your permission. So if you're allowing other people's opinions or negativity to affect you and maybe even essentially stop you from doing what you want to do because you've got that worry of, what if they don't accept this? What if they don't like it? What if I can't do this? You need to understand that you are allowing these people to get in here, and more importantly, get in here, right? That tells me that's what's happening. You're allowing them to get to you. You are allowing them to make you feel that way. Second of all, if this affects you, if you allow people to get to you in this way, that tells me that you aren't backing yourself enough. All right? Because someone who backs themselves can get thrown down 1,000 times and still get back up 1,000 times. That tells me that it's actually got nothing to do with them, because it really doesn't. It's irrelevant. Why should your goals and your dreams and what you want to accomplish have anything to do with someone else's version of their reality, right? Let's just stop playing victim for a moment. Let's just step back and take ourselves away from the situation and stop pointing fingers and letting everyone else make us feel a certain way. Let's just take some responsibility here. Because if you are that fragile that you're allowing someone, and I say this with love, right? Everything I say with love. But if you are that fragile that you are allowing, or you're at a point where you're allowing other people's negativity and opinions to stop you in your track, then you are not backing yourself enough. Meaning there is some level of belief that you haven't gained yet that you need to still work on in yourself, in what you're doing. Because I can tell you now, at the level I'm at today, doing what I'm doing today, there is absolutely nobody that could knock me off my path or knock me off my perch. No one. No one could do it. I don't care how well or how convincing they try and sound to me. Nobody will ever knock me off my path. Why? Because I back myself, because I believe enough in what I do every single day. I don't need other people's opinions or validation to tell me, hey, that's a good idea. You should keep doing that, right? I don't. And if people, for whatever reason, and trust me, there are plenty of people out there that probably have a lot to say about what I do or don't agree with it, and that's fine. But the point that I'm trying to get to you guys is I believe in me. And that's what matters. I believe in me enough to back myself every single day. So my question to you is, if you're at a point in your life right now, or you've been there, or currently something around this subject is affecting you, meaning maybe you have friends in your life or work colleagues or, I don't know, family, just anyone that's trying to make you feel like, because remember, no one can make you feel anything without your permission. Or if you're really putting in the work, like I said, you're being a good student, you're showing up, you're doing the work, but you've got these negative Nancy's around you that just want to get in your ear every day, every 5 minutes, whenever you see them, and just try and take you down a few pegs. You know, maybe don't dream too big, right? Maybe don't dream too big, because that only happens to some people. Like, you've got to be ooh. Do you know the biggest swear word that, like, it's like a word that makes me cringe more than any word? Realistic. The R word. I cannot stand that word. I have said that for probably about 1.5 years, 2 years now. I cannot stand that word. Realistic is just another way for people to say, you know what, I don't believe in myself enough to do this, or this is too much of a long shot, or I'm dreaming too big here and I don't really believe that I can achieve this, right? So I'm just going to say that it's unrealistic, and that way it makes me feel better, because it makes me feel like I don't need to actually show up. I don't have to show up. If I say it's unrealistic, it puts me in the safe zone. It puts me in the zone of, well, you know what? I don't need to do it. Like, it's what I want to do, but it's not realistic, right? It lets you off the hook. It's a load of BS. I can't stand that word. When people say that word around me, I just, like, you can probably, if I was a cartoon character, like, you'd see steam coming out my ears and my nose, right? It's just, can't handle it. But the point that I'm saying here is, guys, take responsibility. Right? If this is affecting you, if people in your life at the moment are currently affecting you in this way, Curtis says, this is ringing true to me like no tomorrow. Yep. People who are afraid to dream big will always try and bring those who do down. Exactly, Ali. That's me, Aliz. Exactly, because they can't see it. Guys, what you've got to understand is, if you are anything like me, and I'm assuming that a lot of you that follow me are, otherwise you probably wouldn't resonate a lot with what I'm saying, but if you are anything like me, we aren't normal, right? Let's just accept it. We aren't normal, meaning we have a box, but we also have an outside the box, and that's where we live. And most people live inside the box. We don't. We live outside the box. We see a different reality that 95% probably even higher percent of people in this world do not see. They don't get it. They don't understand that there is a different reality out there that is possible for them, a reality that actually they want. Most people don't get it, or they do get it, but they just, I always say it's that switch, right? It's that flick that happens inside of you, because that's what happened to me. When I had that switch, that light bulb moment, where I was like, for years, I was looking at these people creating these epic realities, right? Earning so much money. They were actually genuinely happy. They were living that life of freedom. And I was looking at them going, gosh, that would be good. You know, gosh, that would be good. And then I finally put myself into a position where I went, why couldn't I have that as well? Why can't I have that as well, right? We get it. That's why we put ourselves outside of our comfort zone often. My partner was saying to me the other day, what did he say? He's like, give something to Ali that'll scare her, and absolutely she's going to do it. It's like, I have an addiction to doing things that actually make me feel uncomfortable. I know it's weird, but I also get that a lot of you probably get it as well, right? If something puts me outside my comfort zone, if something's going to scare me shitless, you can guarantee Ali's going to do it, right? But this is my point of the live stream tonight, guys. I want you to totally get it and understand that if this is affecting you in any way, you have to have that undying belief and faith within yourself when it comes to what you want to do. And if you are being swayed, or if you are being too emotional about what other people say to you or don't say to you, that's your responsibility. And that tells me, like I said before, you aren't backing yourself enough. You need to back yourself more. Whatever you need to do to believe in you more, that's what you need to do. Because it is actually no one else's fault. And no one else can make you feel anything if you don't let them. You have to have the ability to go, you know what? That may be your set of beliefs, but it's not mine. And I have just spent a long time working on this belief and unlearning what I've had to unlearn. I am not letting you or anyone waver that. It's not happening. I've worked too goddamn hard on changing this and, you know, creating beliefs that serve me now. If you want to stay in this mindset, if you want to have these beliefs, you go for it. But they are not my beliefs. So don't attach yourself to somebody else's reality or someone else's story. Look, I'm not saying that they're right and you're wrong, or you're wrong and they're right. All I'm saying is let them live in their reality. No judgment. Let them live in their reality and you continue living in yours. And stop playing the victim and stop pointing the finger if you are allowing people to pull you off your path or waver you in any way, because it is absolutely no one else's fault. And if you feel like that, you have to back yourself a hell of a lot more than what you're doing. Because until you get to a point where you are backing yourself entirely and you have absolutely no doubt in what it is you're doing, other people's opinions will get to you. So instead of trying to convince someone else how they should or shouldn't be thinking, or that they should think the way you think, in trying to convince someone else to do that, how about you just work on your beliefs? How about you just work on staying on your path and doing what you need to do? Because it's not your job to change anyone else's beliefs, just like it's not their job to change yours. But it is your responsibility to back yourself and what you're doing every single day. And I know this might be a bit of tough love for some of you, but a lot of you need to hear it, because honestly, guys, I get it's almost like an excuse that so many people say to me, and I do get it. I understand that it's hard, but so many people, I hear it all the time. Oh, you know, this person's saying this, and, you know, what do you do when people, you know, are trying to bring you down, but you're trying to grow? What do you do when, you know, I'm just like, stop it. Stop playing the victim, because it's got nothing to do with these other people. it's still affecting you, and this is the hard truth, right? It's still affecting you because you don't believe enough in yourself yet. Whatever it is you're doing, you don't have full faith and belief in it yet. That's what you should be working on. Instead of trying to convince other people, you should be working on your faith and your belief in what it is you're doing. Because until you have that locked and loaded, other people are going to get to you. And that's the truth, right? That is the truth. So, if this live stream has helped you, let me know if you're currently going through this at the moment, which I can bet on it that there are probably a good handful of you, if not more people, that have experienced this or going through it now. This might be, like I said, a bit of a kick to the gut for some of you, but if you can take this on board and use this as constructive criticism, it's going to really help you, right? Go back to the drawing board. Look at where you're still lacking that belief in you and what you're doing, because really that's the insecurity that's coming up. When people are trying to bring you down, that's why you're getting triggered, because there's somewhere inside of you where you don't have that level of belief you need to have yet, which is why people are getting to you. All right? So work on your belief. Do whatever it is you need to do for you to basically get to the belief you need to get to, so that people can say whatever they want to you. It is not going to waver you. It is not going to pull you off your path. And that's all there is to it. All right? If this has helped you, let me know. If you've got any questions around it, leave it in the comments below. And if you think someone else needs to hear this, feel free to, which I'm sure there are quite a few people, feel free to share them or share this live stream, tag them in it, and I will chat to you guys soon. Bye.